Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another holiday edition episode of In My Plant-Based Kitchen. I'm Emma Levez-Laroque. I'm a registered holistic nutritionist and a certified plant-based chef. And today I thought I'd do something a little bit different since the holidays are right around the corner, and there might be a few of you looking for last-minute stocking stuffer ideas. And as I was doing my last episode, I thought, some of these would make great holiday stocking stuffer suggestions. I often get requests in my classes from spouses or other, people themselves saying, "Oh, do you have any interesting stocking stuffer ideas?" So I have put together a few ideas, and I'm going to give you my top five. And these are all low cost things. I'm not giving you any links because I do not make any money. I don't make any money from this. I just wanted to genuinely let you know about a few tools that I have in my kitchen that I find really useful and that might make great stocking stuffers for the cook chef in your life. So the first one is a pastry cutter. And I never make pastry. I bought this when I was doing a pastry class. But what I use it for is or it's a dough scraper as well. Like so if you're making bread or something, you can use it for that. But I use this all the time to make in my kitchen when I've chopped something up, and I'll chop it and then put it all on this, because if you use a knife, it's so much narrower and I'm going back and forth to my cutting board, whereas I can usually fit most of like all the onion or all the garlic or something in this and then go over to my pan. So I use it probably every single day. Great tool, few dollars, probably easy to get at any local kitchen store. That would be one of my top suggestions. And it's something that people don't tend to have in their kitchens. So if you're buying for somebody you don't know, if they have one or not, the likelihood is that they won't. My next suggestion would be a microplane. There are many different versions of these. I have many different versions, and this is my go-to. I use this all the time. You've probably seen me using it and this. Actually, I use both. I think I used two or three of these tools, actually 3 or 4 of these tools, maybe in my last video, my holiday tart video. So I will link to that as well below if you want to check out how I use them. But essentially you take the zest, or a piece of citrus, and you can just rub this. And I love this because it can just go on the top of a bowl or a pan, and the zest goes right in, or it's very easy to collect because you just turn it over and scrape it off with a knife. It is just so useful. And when you get into using the zest of citrus fruit, you will never go back because it just adds so much flavor and interest to any dish that you're going to make. That would be number 2 suggestion. Number 3 would be a really nice pair of sturdy oblong measuring spoons or measuring cups, because there are so many cheap ones out there these days. There's nothing more frustrating than trying to scoop something out and having the spoon bend backwards. Or the other thing is, like, a lot of measuring spoons that you can get are really circular and they're hard to get into spice jars. So that's why I suggested the oblong ones. These fit right into a spice jar, easy to get in. And I have personally gifted a few friends with some really nice quality, sturdy measuring spoons, which admittedly can be pricey, a little bit more pricey probably than the other 2 items that I'm suggesting. But yeah, if you're looking for a nice stocking stuffer, that's one I would suggest. The other one would be a spice grinder. If you are, again, I use this a lot. If you are getting into using spices in your cooking, herbs and spices for culinary interest as well as nutrition purposes, herbs and spices bring so much to the table, literally. They bring so much nutrition. They have so much nutrition to offer in a power-packed package. But I really recommend buying dried herbs and spices, or whole herbs and spices, as much as you can. So the whole cumin seeds, the whole coriander seeds, the whole cinnamon sticks, that kind of thing, and grinding them yourself, and even things like I'm just trying to think now, I'm completely blanking, but peppercorns. When you buy them whole, they will last so much longer. You grind them up, they smell fresh. They're going to be amazing. You can keep them for longer. Preserve their nutrition better. So I can't emphasize enough how much this is a great tool to have. Again, a little bit on the higher cost side, but it's still not too expensive and will change your cooking game or your loved one's cooking game. The other thing I thought of, which is really fun, is something not necessarily this, but this is just an example, pomegranate molasses. This is an ingredient that you can use so the idea is an unusual ingredient. So something that your friend or loved one might not have in their pantry that they might like to try. So something like pomegranate molasses, you can find it at a lot of, ethnic food stores. Even a lot of grocery stores these days carry things like this, or some kind of specialty vinegar or some kind of specialty spice that you think somebody might like to try, venture out, get them into a creative zone with. It depends obviously on who you're buying for, but pomegranate molasses, for example, is a great thing to use in tofu marinades or salad dressings. A friend put me onto this and I'm forever grateful. She didn't give it to me in my stocking, but I think that would make something like that would make a great stocking stuffer. So those are my top 5. As a little bonus, I would suggest, again, probably higher cost, a really good knife if your loved one doesn't have one, because especially if it's someone who's transitioning to plant-based cooking and doesn't have a really nice sharp knife, that can be a game changer in terms of enjoying this process of, there's a lot more chopping when it comes to plant-based cooking, and that can be a really, really nice tool. And then bonus, you can never have enough of these. They're good to get the last bits of everything out of your Vitamix, out of bowls, I use them all the time. I think I probably used all of these in my last video. Again, these are just things that I use all the time. I think they would make great stocking stuffers, and I thought I'd do a little bonus video for you since the holidays are coming up and lots of people are looking for those last minute ideas. So I hope that's helpful. Enjoy it. Enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy your holidays, whatever you're celebrating. Enjoy your time with your loved ones, and I will look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.